Hey, what's up guys? So we're here taking a look at a completely new archetype that just got leaked over here. These are the SunAvalons. It's a completely new plant archetype, but let's go ahead and hop right into it. So the first card that we're going to be taking a look at is actually going to be a normal monster, but the whole archetype kind of needs this normal monster to go ahead and pop off, as it's going to be a lot of extenders involving this card. So anyways, the first card, again, it's a normal monster. It is a level 1 Earth Plant Normal, 0 attack, 600 defense points. It doesn't really matter. You're just using it as material anyways, and you're going to be bringing it back. Anyways, the first card that we're going to be looking at is the Vine Maiden with an effect over here. It is a level 1 Earth Plant effect monster, 0 attack, 0 defense, and it says that you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. The first part of it says when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a plant monster or monsters you control that was special summoned from the extra deck, as a quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, negate that effect. The second part of it says that your opponent cannot target SunAvalon and SunVine spells/traps you control with card effects. So definitely a really good card. Not only do you stop that effect, but then you can also protect your back row and you get an extra monster. It definitely seems like a deck where you're going to be able to win super hard if they maybe try to disrupt your plays via targeting. Next up though, we have the Sunseed Shadow. This is a level 1 Earth Plant effect monster, 0 attack, 400 defense points. It says that you can only use this card's name first and second effects once per turn each. The first effect is if you control a plant normal monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. The second part of it says that you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one of your linked 2 or lower SunAvalon or SunVine monsters. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except plant monsters. Also special summon one monster with the same name from your extra deck, but its effects are negated. So basically you're doubling up on getting the same monster, which is kind of important for the archetype. Anyways, next up we have the Sunseed Twin. This is a level 2 Earth Plant effect monster with 0 attack and 800 defense points. And it says that you can only use this card's name's first and second effects once per turn each. The first effect is if this card is normal or special summon and you control a SunAvalon Link monster, you can target one level 4 or lower plant normal monster in your graveyard to special summon it. The second part of it says you can banish this card from your graveyard and one link monster you control. If there are 2 or more plant link monsters with the same name in your graveyard, you get to special summon one of them. That's where again that vanilla really comes in to be handy for this archetype. Next up we have the SunAvalon Dryas. This is a Link 1 Earth Plant Link effect monster with 0 attacks. The link zones are just in the bottom. The materials are 1 level 4 or lower plant monster. The first part of it says if this card is link summoned to the extra monster zone by using Sunseed Genius Loki as material, you get to add 1 SunVine spell trap from your deck to your hand. The second part of it says that it cannot be targeted for attacks, but it does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. The third effect is once per turn, if you take battle or effect damage, you can gain an equal amount of life points. If you do, special summon a SunVine monster from your extra deck. Like, that is an insane effect. If their extra deck cards are actually insanely powerful, there are no restrictions at all for this. It's just whatever usually like archetypes would be like, you know, equal to the damage you took. That is crazy. It's just, you just straight up get to heal for the attack and then you get to bring out something from extra. This seems really pretty nasty if, again, the extra deck is powerful. Next up, we have the SunAvalon Dryas over here. It is a Link 2 Earth Plant Link effect monster, 0 attack. The link zones are going to be in the bottom left and the bottom right. The materials are 2 plant monsters, including a SunAvalon Link monster. So the first part of it says it cannot be targeted for attacks, but it does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. The second part of it says up to twice per turn, if you take battle or effect damage, you can gain life points, and if you do, special one SunVine monster from your extra deck. Oh, so just like bringing out all the trees. But I guess the goal is to just pop the whole board, Black Rose Dragon them, and then hopefully you'll be okay on OTKing them. Next up though, the SunAvalon Dry Gnome over here. So anyways, it is a Link 3 Earth Plant Link effect monster with 0 attack, and the links are in the bottom left, bottom, and the bottom right. Its materials are 2+ plant monsters. The first part of its effect says that it cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. The second effect is up to thrice per turn, so that's 3 times. If you take battle or effect damage, you can gain life points an equal amount of life points, and if you do special summon one SunVine monster from your archetype 3 times per turn. Jeez, that is like, is that not sound super broken? Because you can bring out all of them, right? That's so crazy. A third effect is once per turn, when a monster this card points to is targeted for an attack, you can negate that attack, and if you do, move the attack target to another of your main monsters. So you can force them to attack what you want. Maybe there's some other cheese in that archetype. I mean, there's nothing that screams super OP. Yeah, I mean, the effect is amazingly OP, but like in terms of what you can get, that all depends on, like, you know, how good the monster you can bring from the extra deck is going to be. Next up, we have the SunAvalon Dryatrentia. Okay. Anyways, probably slaughtered the spelling or the pronunciation. Link 4, Earth, Plant Link effect monster, 0 attack. Links zone are in the top, bottom left, bottom, and bottom right. The links are 2+ link monsters. And it says, if this card is link summoned, you get to add 1 SunAvalon spell/trap from your deck to your hand. And it says that it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Also, it cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. Third effect is, once per turn, you can attribute 1 link monster this card points to destroy all cards your opponent controls up to the attributed monster's link rating. But can't you just bring out whatever you want from the extra deck, and then you just pop their board? It sounds super broken. Let me know how you guys feel about it already, but like, I mean, just because you can attack and bring out anything, I guess you have to watch the zones. Maybe we'll actually use things that can manipulate the zones. I forgot what the card is in Magical Musketeers, but like there's one where you get to basically just summon during your opponent's turn for link summons, and I think that card might see really good potential in this. Someone comment down below and let me know what the card name is, because I don't remember off the top of my head, but I remember people were playing it in Magical Musketeers. Anyways, next up, we have some other support for them. This is the SunVine Gardener. It is a Link 1 Earth Plant Link effect monster, 600 attack. The link zones are just top. Materials are 1 plant normal monster, so the vanilla over there. And the first part of the effect says, if a SunAvalon link monster or monsters you control leaves the field by a card effect, destroy this card. The second part of it says, when attack is declared involving this card linked to a SunAvalon link monster and an opponent's monster, you can activate this effect. Half the battle damage you take from that battle. The third effect is, when this card is destroyed by battle, you can activate this effect, end the battle phase after the end of the damage step. Maybe just used because it's the name, but like the effect is just kind of mediocre in terms of just like halving it. Let's see what else they have. Next up, we have the SunVine Healer, which is a Link 1 Earth Plant Link effect monster. Attack 600, link zones are just top. The materials are 1 plant normal monster. The first part of its effect says, if a SunAvalon link monster you control leaves the field by a card effect, destroy this card. The second part of it says, if this card is special summoned, you get to target 1 SunAvalon link monster on the field, gain life points equal to its link rating times 300. The third part of it says, when your plant link monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you get to gain 600 life points. I'm almost thinking like RO Majors might be trying to like fuse these together because it's all about healing, right? Next up, though, we have the SunVine Thrasher, which is a Link 1 Earth Plant Link effect monster with 800 attack. The link zones are in the bottom. The materials are 1 plant normal monster. And it says, if a SunAvalon link monster you control leaves the field by a card effect, destroy this card. The second part of it says, if this card is special summoned, you get to target 1 SunAvalon monster on the field. This card gains attack equal to its link rating times 800. And the third part of it says, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and send it to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster to your zone a link monster points to, but its effects are negated. So maybe you're just basically trying to take their stuff and then force the attacks onto other things and heal up. But that 3 times per turn is just wild for the effect. Next up, though, we're checking out the support for the back row. This is the SunVine Shrine. It's a continuous spell card that says, activate this card by sending 1 card from your hand to the graveyard while you control a SunAvalon link monster. The first part of it says, you can't special summon monsters from the extra deck except for plant monsters. Second part, once per turn, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower plant normal monster from your graveyard. Third effect is, once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard, then target a continuous trap card in your graveyard and set it to your spell and trap zone. Okay, and then I'm guessing this is the trap card that resets the other one. Alright, so it's continuous trap card. It says you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. You can only use this card's name's second effect once per turn. The first part of it says, when this card is activated, if you control a Link 4 or higher plant Link monster, you get to negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. The second part of it says, if your plant Link monster battles, during damage calculation, you can make it gain attack equal to the total attack of all monsters that it points to until the end of the turn. Okay, that's very interesting. So now we actually have a way to actually get over your opponent's monster. potentially with that effect over there. So that's kind of cool. I was hoping that this card would be able to bring back this card, then you could kind of loop them, basically all over again Kappa. But there's also another section of news. These are just reprints for some of the cards. Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon, Galaxy Eyes Cypher Blade Dragon, Laval Volcanic Hand Maiden, Laval Dragon, and a Molten Conduction Field. Those are all getting reprints over there. But I'm more so curious, what do you guys think about the SunVines or the SunAvalon archetype that just got leaked? We don't have the artwork on some of these because again these just got leaked recently. But yeah, these are not for rush duels. That was something because I know with the more recent chairs, once those got leaked, we only had the picture, and those ones were just for rush though. This one is regular YuGiOh. But anyways, thanks for tuning, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you enjoyed it, drop a like on it, and if you are new here, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe with that bell notification rung, because this archetype seems super OP and I want to get you guys gameplay of it ASAP. But anyways, I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one, and I'm out. Peace.